Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to From the Holler. If you're new, my name is Missy, and today we are in the kitchen, and y'all, some of y'all will know what this is. You'll know what we're fixing to do, and if you don't, let me show you what we're fixing to do and what we're fixing to make. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in, and I'm going to use my tea kettle, okay? But we're going to put in 2 1/4 cups of water into my tea kettle. We're going to set it up here. We're going to turn it on. And while that's going, so anyway, I've got 4 cups of the Redbuds, okay? Now the recipe calls for 2 to 3. That's okay. We'll just have some extra. Probably need to add some more water, but we're going to get our 2 1/4 cups poured in here, poured over those buds. There's that. Now the buds will soak up some of that water, okay? So that's why we added the extra 1/4 cup. And I'm going to put just a little bit extra. I'm going to go ahead and add that. Probably about another 1/4 cup or so to it. And I'm going to stir these around. We're going to make some pretty and delicious jelly with this. Y'all will not believe. Alright, our other water has come to a boil, so I'm just going to add that, about that much. There we go. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and unplug that. I'm going to pour the rest of this out. We're just going to mix that in. That color is already starting to come out, but let me go grab my plastic wrap. No, I think I'm going to put aluminum foil over this. Alright, y'all. We've got our water poured in. We've got it stirred together. I'm going to cover this with some aluminum foil, like this, like so. And we're going to leave this sitting here on the counter for about 4 hours. It's going to do some steeping, and then we're going to put it in the refrigerator, let it continue steeping for about 20 more hours. So in 24 hours, we will be back and we're going to get this jelly made. Y'all, I can't wait for you to see it because it's beautiful and it's delicious. So we're going to scoop this back. Actually, I'm going to move it somewhere. Nah, I'll set it right here. We're going to scoop that back and we're going to get on with the rest of our daily chores. All right, y'all, it's been 24 hours since we put our Redbud tea, I should say, in the refrigerator, and it has been steeping for 24 hours. So now I've got my fine mesh sieve, and I'm going to put 2 coffee filters in there because I want to make sure that I have none of the buds and the stems and stuff like that in there. So we're just going to go super slow and we're going to pour this in. It may take it a minute. There we go. Oh, y'all, that color is beautiful. Like, I'm going to let this kind of go on through. Oh, that's so pretty, so pretty. I am so excited to do this. So excited. I love Redbud jelly. Okay, if you've never had it, you need to try it. It's delicious. It is. It is. Now I'm just going to let this sit there and just kind of drip in. It's slowly drizzling. It's going to be so good. I'm so excited. So I'm just going to stand here and get this strained. And then we will be back and get this jelly made. Y'all, I'm excited. All right, y'all, we've got that all strained off. I do see one little piece right there. I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna look and make sure. Look at that color, y'all. So beautiful. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. We're gonna let this come to a boil. We're gonna let it boil for just a minute. And then we're going to start adding the rest of the stuff to it. While this is coming up to a boil, I'm going to go get the canner ready and get it set up. And so I can just put the jars in there. My jars have already been washed and sterilized. They're sitting over there on the counter in some boiling water. So they're staying warm because we're going to hot pack this. And we don't want to add hot liquid to cold jars because then they'll just shatter. And y'all, no. Ain't nobody got time for that, okay? So let me go get the rest of the stuff ready. And we are, yay! I can't even. All right, y'all, we're at a boil. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Do not make fun of my poor lemon juice. I use it a lot. So there is 2 tablespoons lemon juice. And now we're going to add 3 tablespoons of pectin. I am using the Kroger brand. I got it on clearance. We're going to see if this, I don't remember how much exactly is in a pack of this, but there's 1. There's 2. Now we did have a little bit more of the tea. So I'm going to add just a little bit more pectin to this, okay, because we did have a little extra. So there's that. Now we're going to stir this. We're going to let this boil for 1 minute. Turning my timer on now. While I'm doing that with this hand, I'm going to grab my sugar over here, my measuring cup. We're going to have those ready to go. And I am going to turn that heat down just a tiny bit. Okay? And it's only because of the pot that I'm using. I know how it does. So, we'll let that sit there and just continue to boil while I get this open. There we go. Now we've got about 20 seconds left. Alright, we're ready to put the sugar in. We're going to add 2 cups of sugar. I am using a 1/2 cup measure. So there's half. 1. Half. 2. And then I'm going to add just about 1/4 of a cup extra because I do have extra tea. So we're adding just a little bit extra, and then we're going to stir. We're going to bring this back to a boil. You want to stir this constantly. Once it comes back up to a boil, we're going to let it go for about another minute. And then it's ready to put in jars, y'all. We're going to have Redbud jelly. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Now, the recipe that I use makes 2 pints. We're not using pints because that is way too much for us, okay? We're going to use 1/2 pints. So, I think that's right, 2 pints. Yes. So, I have put out a few extra jars. So, we'll see how many we get from this, okay? So it is starting to come back to a boil. There it goes. And as soon as it gets to a full boil, there we go. We're going to turn it on, the timer on for 1 minute, and we're just going to stand here and stir this, okay, the entire time. I do not want my sugar to stick to the bottom or to burn or whatever, okay. Ooh, I love the color, love it. All right, we've got about 20 seconds left. Then we're going to go put this in jars. Five, four, three, two, one. There we go. All right, we're turning the heat off. We're moving over to the other side. All right, y'all, look at that beautiful jelly. So we need to work quickly here, okay? I've got my jars, got my scoop. I'm gonna put this on here, and we're gonna get this done. It is already starting to set up. And you want to leave about a 1/4 inch headspace on this, okay? So just a wee bit more. Let me grab another jar, set it over here, get this one cleaned up. Got me a clean paper towel with some hot water on it, and we're just going to go around the edges, making sure those edges are clean. Putting a lid on our ring. Woo, it's hot. We're just going to go finger tight, okay? That's as much as we need to go, and we'll clean that off. This is going into the canner, and we're just going to stand here. We're going to get all these done. All right, y'all, we've got this one that is not quite full, so I'm just going to put an old lid on it like that. Put a ring on it. Now we're going to stick this one in the fridge. This is the one we're going to eat on. So, and it's good. It's real good. It's real good. Let me get this in the fridge, and we'll move over to the canner. All right, we've got our canner full. I put in some just jars of water so that I would have a full canner so they don't fall over, all the things. So I've got the water line up above, about 1 inch above the top of my jars. And now we're just going to shut the lid on this. I am using my Carry electric canner. That's what I use. I'm going to make sure that it is on the exhaust. And then we're going to come down here. We're going to hit water bath. And we're going to put the time in. And that's going to go for 10 minutes. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys back here in a few minutes. All right, I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but we've got a steady stream of steam coming out. So we're going to go down here and we're going to hit the start button again. And that's going to activate our timer. And now within 10 minutes, our jelly will be done. All right, so it has just beat, letting me know that it's done. So we're going to reach back here. We're going to unplug it. We're just going to let it sit here, okay? Because I don't want to take the jars out. There's no pressure. We water bath this, but I don't want to take my jars out too quickly because I don't want them to siphon. So I want them to sit in there for just a few minutes, start letting the temp come down, then we'll open the lid and let them sit there for a little bit longer, and then we'll take them out of the canner and set them on the counter until tomorrow morning. Okay, so now everything's calmed down, okay? So we're just going to open the lid. And as you can see, it's still boiling in there. And we're just going to let them sit there for just a few minutes, okay? Let them acclimate to the room, and then we'll take them out. Because again, I do not want any siphoning of that beautiful jelly.